It's your birthday today, Michael! Hello everybody, welcome back to another banging episode of Talking That Nonsense with your host, me, Michael. Looks like we're on our 66th installment of Talking That Nonsense. Never my wildest dreams. And I know you guys have some questions. Number one. Where am I at? I'm in my car parked up at a park because I was bored. I wanted to get outside, but I also wanted to be inside at the same time. So bingo bongo, bada bing, bada boom. We are inside, yet outside. Think smarter, not harder. So today's just gonna be like I know last week I said I was going to finish up the Wolfbeard saga. I was gonna do a whole lot more. I was gonna do some things, and above all else, do better. Because the last two episodes, I've just kind of been lacking. Like, heck, last week, I didn't even, finish reading the story. I could have finished reading the story, but I couldn't. Because I had 100 things going through my head at the moment, and I was just really stressed. Not saying I'm not stressed now, but I kind of, gathered myself together today. Also, on a completely unrelated note, I was at the library today with some friends. And, sitting there talking to them, asking them, hey, what do you guys think my video idea should be? And one of the people, I forget the name of them. Okay, so apologies if you're watching this. Actually, I don't remember any of you guys' names, but one of them suggested you should do one about saxophones. I know nothing about saxophones, but I did make a promise before I left the library that I would mention just saxophones in my video. So, this is me mentioning saxophones. Thank you for your idea. Also, wanted me to go make a video or make a series dedicated to how at least their trumpet players in their band are all egotistical or something like that. Whatever. I don't remember. This is not me shouldering off your idea. I'm not pitching it in the trash. I'm just trying to remember because me as a trumpet player myself, I took offense to that. Do I look egotistical to you? No, but seriously. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention those two ideas because I a promise. I said I was going to mention it. So this is me mentioning the saxophone and me acknowledging the trumpets, and the saxophones. Also, so today's just going to be a bit of a personal video. Kind of just me talking into a camera. Because you guys know, at first, this was supposed to be kind of like an kind of like me just, spreading the good word of just being nice, and it kind of evolved into, kind of like my own personal video diary series, kind of. Also, talking about, real world issues. But also, maintaining, having some goofy sides to it, having some serious sides to it. Really trying to open the realm of what there is, So really, today, just kind of want to speak my mind, talk. But first, so in my English class, we were reading a story called 5 People You Meet in Heaven. So I got my iPad before me, so if I look down, I'm not looking at my phone, I'm looking at my iPad, what I wrote for English class. So the question was, well, I don't think I have the question. Actually, I can just go back. Wait a minute. Give me a moment. Where'd it go? One second. There it is. So this is Journal 6. We go by journals, and we go by pages from page. For example, it was page 120 to page 145. I think that's a chapter or two. But anyway, the prompt was holding anger. Well, this is a quote from the book. Holding anger is a poison. It eats you from the inside. We think that hating is a weapon that attacks the person who harmed us. But the hated is a curved blade. Oh, but no. But hatred is a curved blade. And it harms and it harms we do. We do to ourselves. Basically, we were supposed to articulate that. I said, write in 5 to 7 sentences about how this relates to your, how this relates to the book, and give an example in your own life. So, give an example about hatred and things like that. It's not even hatred for me, you know? Some things have been happening, and, you know, it's just kind of been a lot, you know? And I don't know. I really don't know sometimes, you know? I like to sit here and believe that sometimes I got it good, you know? Everything's cool, everything's A-okay, everything's fine. You know, it could be better, but it's not the worst. I still have a family and I still have friends. But my response to that was, and also halfway through, I decided to insert this into like another thing for, you know, extra dramatic effect. But for extra dramatic effect, I said, actually, I don't know what I said. Wait, 1 second. I gotta find it. Here it is. I said, this relates to the book because this is how Eddie felt towards his father. Because in the book, Eddie's father, if you guys don't, spoiler alert, for you guys who don't know, Eddie is the main character in the book. And he worked at an amusement park, and he died. He worked at an amusement park, and he was like a grumpy old man. He was like 90-something, and people thought he was just some grumpy old man that didn't care, but he ended up dying protecting a little girl. He got squished to death by one of the contraptions. So, you know, it's one of those type of stories. But I said, this relates to the book because this is how Eddie felt towards his father. Because his father, he said his father was a terrible person. Heck, he said his father died from being drunk and falling in the water and dying of like pneumonia days later. But that wasn't the case. His father died jumping in to a lake or jumping into the pier because one of his friends were drunk and he saved him, and he later caught pneumonia and died. So that somehow that got skewed along the line. But no, turns out, his father still was probably a bad person because he kind of did ignore him for the remainder of his life. But, you know, guess that shed some light a little bit on the whole thing. So what I wrote was, this relates to the book because this is how Eddie felt towards his father because he hated him. So that was the end of the prompt. Well, that was the end of my response. And then I responded with this. My own life. This is not aimed particularly towards one person. This is kind of just as a whole. This is how I think as a whole. And I think I can have some people agree with me, all right? You'd be like, oh, yeah, he's right. Listen, sorry if I don't want to look like I'm falling asleep, but I'm looking down. I could, like, hand up. I'll look at you guys periodically to let you know I'm not looking down and falling asleep. But anyway, let's begin. It says, they say there are 7 trillion nerves in your body. And it's sad to know that there are some people... No, sorry, I read that backwards. Let me read that again, sorry. I need to slow down when I read. They say there are 7 trillion nerves in your body. And it's sad to know that it takes only one person to get on all of them. It truly sickens me to know that some people just live to torment your well-being. But let me tell you, what really twists the blade is when the person that's on your nerves is someone that you hold close. And now, you don't know if you should let it go or let them go. But sometimes all you want to do is just disconnect from everything. When things like this happen, you feel lost and you have no idea what to do. You start to panic. You come to the conclusion that maybe you and that one person need to spend some time away from each other. But then at the same time, you don't want to. You don't, because it's weird. It's weird. Because, like, you'll be like, hey, you're talking to a best friend or a best buddy, and you'll be like, hey, man, you know, things have just been pretty just bad with us, you know? Things are just bad. So what I'm going to do is, I think, you know, we should just not talk for a while, you know? We can still be friends, but, like, we just need some time to recuperate and things like that. You know, we really need some time to just think about it. But at the same time, you don't want to. because you're scared, you know? But at the same time, you don't want to. The biggest fear is when you go to take that time away, will they still be there? Or will they go? Or will they be gone, just like the rest? You again begin to panic, so you go and try to communicate with them, try to call them, try to text them, to break the silence. But you did it too early and caused more problems than there was before. You don't want the problem to evolve anymore, so you try and leave it and kind of brush it under the rug, hoping it doesn't come back again to haunt you. Yeah. But that was that. Cuffed up a little bit. Fix the camera. It's kind of slouchy-douchy. Sorry, this probably sounds terrible on the mic. Anyway. But, I just feel like I was slanted a little bit. But anyway, yeah. Things like that are hard. Think about it. Having friends is a pleasure. For most. But, I don't know. I am not getting emotional. I am not. Because recently, I just want to, cry, I don't know. It's just, a lot has been going on lately. I got 100 things to worry about. And, it's bad. It's kind of annoying. So, you feel like the whole world's attacking you from all sides, and you want to go find somebody, you want to go find your savior, you want to go find your shoulder to lean on, you want to find your someone, because we all have that one person, we all have that best friend that will sit down for hours and listen to you rant, sit there and listen to you vent, and sometimes will know just when to say. It's just been a lot recently. That's all I really got to say. But I was sitting there at school, and I wasn't in the greatest mood. Michael having a bad day, but I wasn't in the greatest mood. It was early in the morning. Usually, and it also depends on my mood, but usually I'm a little quiet in the morning. So sitting there in my science. And, I was not in the best mindset at the time. And I was just sad, and I don't know. And I was still tired, too, because I stayed up late. But I wasn't in the greatest mood, and nobody really came to consult me. They were like, hey, kind of looked at me and like, bro, you good? But nobody really came and was like, hey, Michael, you okay? You need to talk about it. It was kind of like a, whoa, why aren't you smiling? But I did have one person, and to this day, I still am happy, even though it happened today. My teacher, my science teacher, she actually came over there and she was like, hey, Michael, something seems off about you. You're alright. And I was like, so no, I'm fine. He's like, you look really off, and something isn't right. Is there anything I can do to help? And I said, no. And then, because you ever have that when you're like upset and you don't want to talk about it, but you also do want to talk about it at the same time? I know sometimes all it takes is for somebody to acknowledge that you do want to talk to somebody, and when you do it, and someone's like, finally, because you're like, nobody cares, because you have like that mindset that like nobody cares. But then once somebody comes over and starts asking you questions, you just kind of want to like cheer up. So, I was kind of sitting there, doing my work, and I kind of cheered up a little bit. I was like, I was like, oh, I'm fine. She's like, you're really breaking my heart, Michael. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you're not happy, and we need you in here happy. And I was like, we really count on you. And I was like, thanks, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. She goes, also, we love you. I was like, right. And I don't know what it was, but like, she was like, we love you, and I hope you don't forget that. And then everybody was like, yeah, we love you, Michael. Everybody was like, yeah. And it really made my day. Like, as sad as I was, I couldn't help but smile, because that really made my day. As down as I was, that really made my day, and it made me really happy. And I don't know, I wasn't really that much in a bad mood yet. I was still upset, but I just uncontrollably smiled, because just to know that, as sad as I was, all it took was acknowledgement. And they were like, just, and it was just how they all said it. They're like, yeah, man, we love you. It's like, you're amazing. And I almost cried, like, legitimately. And I rarely cry in school. Last time I cried in school was in middle school. Last time I cried was in middle school, when I asked the teacher if I could help her go to the bathroom, and got a detention, which is a story for another time. But it was just the fact that they all like kind of just like leaned in, and they were all like, yeah, man, we're here for you. And I was like, oh, I was like, guys, that really means a lot to me. I was kind of flabbergasted, so I was like, excusing myself to the bathroom, and I cried. I actually cried, and I was kind of like relieved at the same time, because if you guys don't know, if you guys have been watching this channel long enough, my biggest fear is being alone. Just the idea of being alone is enough to scare me to death. And I'd rather be a double leg amputee and everything before I'm homeless. Before I'm homeless? Yeah, before I'm homeless and lonely. Literally, I'd rather have no arms, no legs, and homeless before I'm alone. It's just a fear of mine. Fear comes from things you don't understand. But I sat there, just wondering. I'll be honest with you guys. About a week ago, maybe, I was actually thinking about just ending my YouTube channel. A week or two ago, before the second installment of the Wolfbeard Saga, I was thinking about that being my last episode for a while. I don't know, I felt weird, and excuse me, I gotta look at my phone. But I felt weird, and I really don't know how to describe the way I was feeling, but I felt weird. And that's how I've been feeling for a while. Sorry. But that's how I've been feeling for a while. I don't really know how to describe it, but the best way I can describe it, I just been feeling weird. Something's off, and I know there's something off with me. You know how I know? Because I was told. I've been told. And I know my recent actions have not been of the highest quality. For the people that I have been in contact recently, and I have ended up upsetting due to my recent actions, I don't want to apologize, because that's not what I'm all about. It isn't. And ultimately, I just want to kind of come here, and I want to apologize as a whole. Because I know I've owned up to my mistakes before on here, but I want to own up to them again. Because recently, it really hasn't just been it for me. Sometimes I just want to go home and sleep all day. you know. But, you know, we all have those moods, though, right? I can't be the only one. But, I don't know. Kind of overwhelmed at the moment. I don't know why. Schoolwork, work. I just, I don't know, you know? And maybe, I don't know, maybe I feel like why I'm overwhelmed is I have to know. I hate this feeling. It's a feeling that won't go away. But, you know, I do a lot of silly, wacky, funny things, and, you know, I want to fit in. I guess as we all do. A lot. Done a lot to fit in. Sometimes I feel like it's not. And, you know, maybe, I don't need to be everyone's friend. And as corny as it sounds, you know, I had my mother tell me that. I don't need to be everybody's friend. But I want to. Because those are some of the few joys I have in this world, making people laugh. Do you guys think I'm boring? Think about it. Me, Michael Reddick, boring. See, I'm a little bit weird. You know, and I'm not one of those people that will showboat and be all like, yeah, I'm weirdo. Kind of make it my whole personality. A little bit. But when it comes to certain things, like video games or people, it's kind of, for lack of a better term, it's kind of hyperfixation. You know, some people also say that kind of relates to like autism or whatever. I don't know, I'll take that as I will. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, hyperfixation, autism go hand in hand. I was like, okay. But once in a while I have a hyperfixation. Recently it's just been one thing, one person. And, I don't know, I feel like I'm failing them. I don't know. Maybe recently, you know, some things have happened, and, I don't know how to fix it. We've known each other for a while, actually. And as time went on, it seemed like something happened. And I don't know what. You know, it's rare in this world, seemingly, that when you meet a person that you would literally do anything for. A person you would literally cut off both arms for. Literally do the most foolish of things for said person. You know, when, you know, you doesn't even have to necessarily be like boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be a friend too, you know. You get this feeling where like, or anybody for that matter, you get this feeling where you're like, I only get this feeling with one person, you know? And when I have a friendship, a certain friendship at the moment, person, partner, so I'm playing with a can. I tend to put my everything into it. Everything. My heart, my mind, my soul, my equity, everything. To make whoever happy. I don't know. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense. Maybe I'm just mumbling under my voice. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, you know? But it's like I have the best thing in the world and find a way to just mess it up. It's the worst thing ever. And when you think you're gonna lose something, you panic a little bit and you ended up causing a problem that didn't need to be caused. You make it worse to where that fear actually slightly becomes a reality. It's the worst feeling. I don't know. I just want to sit here and apologize. To who? To everyone. Everybody. This is me formally apologizing for my recent actions and past actions. I know what I've done in the past is bad, little or big. But today I ask for your forgiveness, and I ask you don't let that define me, who I am as a person. Please do not let one bad decision be the definition of me. Because I worked so hard to be a good person. I worked so hard to do good things. And I'm failing at it. Feels like it. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that things could be different. I can make things better, hopefully. If you give me a chance. And it's not like I don't want to fix it. You know? You have a friend or whoever, or lover, or best friend that kind of argue sometimes, kind of all the time, and you guys have this love-hate type of thing going on, where one moment you guys are fighting all the time, and the next moment you guys are back to playing video games, or back to hanging out like it's nothing. Then there's a point where, like, the fights, which were kind of spanned out, became more frequent, and the reasons came more stupid. And now you both are like, I want this to work, I want this to work. And you don't want to lose that because you've had that for a long time. Then you're like, what am I going to do? So you both try to work at it, and sometimes it seems like it's getting worse. And most people build the most commonsensical, the most reasonable thing you could do is just, for the sake of each other's sanity, just kind of end it. But you don't want to end it because you have a fear of being alone, even if it is for the greater good. You're afraid. You don't want to let it go. Because what you have there is beautiful. And you don't want to lose it. So, what do? Do you sit here and let it eat away at you? Do you what? Do you try to give each other space? If so, for how long? People will say until the time is right again. Until you guys are ready to try it again. I don't know. Because after a while, especially a person that I'm hyperfixated on, a friend or close friend of mine, if we don't talk after a while, it begins to eat away at me. And it sucks. It's the worst feeling ever. But, you know, that's right. But what am I talking about, right? Maybe I'm just sitting here talking on this microphone and speaking and saying gibberish. Fragmentations of real-life instances that's happened in my life. Maybe. I could be. Maybe I just felt like I need to talk. Kind of get the words that are saying out of my head through my mouth and out in the air. Because sometimes that's all it takes. Speaking. Heck, when I'm upset and I need to speak and nobody's there to speak with me, I'll go on YouTube. I'll go on YouTube and record a video and just kind of aimlessly talk because it's funny. What is wrong with me? Am I right? $293 days. $293 days. It's a big number. That's a great big number. What do you do now? Do you panic? Sorry, I'm on my phone. What do you do now? I might panic. I'm at the point where I don't know anymore, and I've said that before, and I'll say it again, but I legitimately don't know what to do. I just want things to be back to normal. Kind of just want to be happy again. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm just being weird. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should break the silence and man up and go. And talk. Who knows? What do I know? What am I saying? See? That's what happens. I end up mumbo-jumbering and saying things I don't mean to. I don't know, man. I just want things to be better. I want to do better. I don't know. You know, it might be fun. It might be okay. Think about it. Letting go. It could be fine. Who knows? It's fine. You know, there comes a point where just kind of stop stressing, you know? And before it drives you mad, you gotta stop stressing before you lose a hair like me. Things have just been eating away at me recently. I feel terrible. I'm at the point where, I don't know, might just sit there and watch the fire snuff itself out. Watch the candle melt all the way. Watch the fuse burn straight to the dynamite. I don't know. It's funny because I like to brag about how much control I have over my emotions and how amazing and commendable that is. Yet here I am, crying about it on YouTube. You know, it's bad when you got nobody you can really talk to, and that may be the case. I do have people to talk to, but like, I feel weird when I talk to them, and there's only like a certain amount of people I can talk to about it. But you know, simultaneously, you don't want to talk to them about it because you don't want to bog them down with all your unnecessary garbage. So now you're sitting here with all these things that you need to get out. You gotta sit here and you sit here and you talk about the poison that you need to get out, and you can't. So you're kind of just sitting here, rotting away, panicking, and you don't know what to do. And you're scared. I'm scared. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm scared. You know, I'm scared. It's so bad to admit. I'm scared. And I'm not scared of most things in this world. You've almost seen it all, and you know, from dog collars to cat ears to tails, you really begin to build up a tolerance. But no, when things are happening in your own backyard, it's a whole different story. I don't know. Who am I to say anything, speak my mind, or talk? Funny enough, I'll post this video, get uploaded, I'll get 5 views and 0 likes, and I'll carry on. I'll carry on for as long as I can. I'll be there for the people that need me and for the people that want me. But I don't know. I've been through so much, and I don't know what to do anymore. I'm lost. I don't know. I don't know, I'm lost. This video might end up being 45 minutes. I'm gonna be honest. But, you know, I'm lost a little bit at the moment. Going through a midlife crisis, man, I swear. That's what it feels like. It's fun. It's fine. I guess. It's fine. It's fine until it's not. It's the funny part. Sit there, you try to get your mind away from it, then you look at something that reminds you of it, and then you just freak out again, and then you unravel, you fold. And you gotta keep telling yourself, you know, strong person. You'll make it. You got it. Told myself that. And I'll continue to tell myself that. But for how long, I am not sure. I don't know, man. I just want to be happy. Is that too hard to ask? No gymnastics, no verbal judo, no mental gymnastics. I just want to be happy. That's all I want. I want to have somebody that I can legitimately let my guard down to and relax and enjoy life and step back and watch the sunset. I do. No strings attached. That's all I want. And I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on in my own life. I wake up, I go to school, I come home, I go to work, I go home, I wake up, I go to school, I go to work, I come home. That's what I do. That's what life is, and that's really how life kind of is right now at this age. It's like I'm in a loop. I don't like it. It's annoying. I don't know, man. Maybe that's it. Not knowing. Gotta wait until it falls in your lap. I've been searching for so long, and guess I'll keep searching, Guess I'll keep looking out. Guess I'll keep waiting. I don't know. I'll do something. But I don't know what. I don't know what I'll do. Will things ever get better? Maybe. Maybe not. Or do I gotta sit in my bedroom and cry for another 3 days, 6 hours? I think that's it. All my boys out here, I'm coming to the reasonable conclusion that I think I'm officially starting to run out of. It is what it is. You guys want to know what happens when you reach the brink of the brink of almost out of it is what it is. This is it. You begin to go insane. You begin to question everything. You begin to become unsure about everything. And it sucks. I don't know why, but recently I've just kind of had the masculine urge to go to the gym. There's a gym that I want to go to, and I think I'm fairly close to it. I think I will check it out. That's probably it. I know we will fill the void. Going to the gym. So look forward to that. You know what? Yeah. That's my seatbelt. Look forward to that. Yeah. There's so much things to catch up on, and I don't know. Gotta occupy my time somehow. Go to the gym. Pop in some earbuds and, like most men, just zone out. Go into my own little world. Lift. Exercise. That might nullify it for a while. Who knows? I mean, I don't. Heck, I don't know anything actually. I'm just here, It's bad when you're becoming a side character in your own story. It's wild. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. This is my phone. Seems to be the root of all my problems. Start talking to a certain amount of people. Starts today, right now. This episode, right now. Episode 66. It is for 4:56 p.m. Wednesday, November 15th, 2023. My journey starts here. My comeback starts here. I gotta start getting back into it. I gotta start now. I will start now. I'll try extra harder. Today. It starts today for me. It starts today. And I'm excited. Kind of pumps me up. I gotta pump myself. I gotta hype myself up. That's it. I gotta hype myself up. Okay, there you go. I gotta hype myself up. Just think about all the things that'll happen. Okay. Alright. Gotta hype myself up. Alright. Well, I think I rambled. I think I rambled. Dude, just that idea. But I think I've rambled long enough. I appreciate you guys listening. If you guys have listened this long, and if you haven't, I don't blame you. It's just me and my feelings. Angsty teenager and their feelings. Having, relationship struggles. So, last thing you want to do is probably listen to me pout and cry. And that's fine. Makes you do feel a little bit better talking to you guys, for the people that sat down and listened. Honestly, I'm fine. I'm okay. I will be. So my comeback starts today. So once I'm done, I'm going to go to the gym. Well, not to the gym today. I'm going to go look into a membership. And I'm going to start. I'm excited. I'm going to start. So, I'm going to start. Give me something to do. Give me something to really work towards. I gotta fight. Anyway. Well, looks like our time here is almost expired. I want you to go out and go do something that you enjoy. I want you to go outside like I am right now. I don't know, what is it? It's, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's not that cold because I'm out here in my car. It's probably going to get cold later in the night, but that's besides the point. I want you to go out and go do something that you enjoy. Because at the end of the day, nobody's more important than you. Do not let somebody limit you to how happy you can be. Be the best you can be. Be as happy as you can be. Be the best you. Because you want to. Not because somebody else told you to. Kind of invalidates what I just said. Kind of a loop. Anyway. Then again, my name is Michael. You've been watching Talking That Nonsense. Same thing that I've been preaching forever. Be good people. Then again, I'm just talking that nonsense. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for listening to me because I feel a whole lot better now. You're weird. I mean, weird. Oh my god, I felt good. Like my sternum cracked. I don't know, my foot's weird and my back's weird and everything's weird. I'm a little bit weird. Yeah, it's gonna be, the journey's gonna be long. It's gonna be rough. So, you guys think you wanna accompany me on this journey? You guys wanna come with me? You guys wanna accompany me? I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you said no, but I wouldn't be sad, and I won't be sad. But anyway, that's for you to decide. And again, this is Michael, talking that nonsense. Have a great day, everyone. So stupid I am. Michael is stupid.